This morning on today's checklist, we are taking a closer look at those confusing food terms.
That's right. We've all seen the labels at the grocery store. Processed, organic, zero sugar, low carb, you name it. But what do they actually mean?
Dr. Ian Smith, the author of Eat Your Age, Feel Younger, Be Happier, Live Longer, here in studio to help us crack the code. The little trivia. Dr. Ian, welcome.
Good to be here as always.
All right.
Here we go. Are you ready for this?
Well, probably not. I'm going to try anyway.
Okay, we're going to start with ultra-processed versus processed. Do you know the difference?
I would assume that ultra-processed is just really processed.
That's a good answer, Craig.
Wow,
Smart.
okay. Really good.
Yeah.
No, if you had, for example, a loaf of whole grain bread, okay, people say, wow, this is really healthy.
Yeah.
But whole grain bread, is that processed or ultra-processed?
That's processed.
Ultra-processed.
Ultra-processed.
Really? Wow.
Ultra-processed means that it has more than 5 ingredients in there, okay, which is what you'll have in ultra-processed, whereas processed typically has 2 or 3 ingredients that are recognizable.
Okay.
So think about ultra-processed with things that you would not cook with at home.
Okay.
Things like alcohol sugars, you've heard of erythritol and xylitol.
Yes.
Things like dough conditioners, you never heard of that, but you see it on the label. So the idea is look at the label. If it has more than 5 ingredients, most likely ultra-processed. Why does that matter? Ultra-processed can increase your cardiovascular risk almost 1,000 times. It can get your blood sugar up, the blood sugar goes up 1,000 times, but your cardiovascular risk up by twice.
That's great advice there.
Here's the key. If you can't pronounce it, probably not great, okay?
That's a good idea. Okay, so Doc, natural and organic.
Yes.
I got it. Natural can mean anything. I mean, anything, I guess, is natural, but I think organic is regulated?
Okay, great. Yes, that's true. So the idea is very simple. Natural has no FDA definition. It's the wild, wild west. Anyone can say something's natural, and the FDA says, we don't know what that means, okay? Organic, however, does. Organic means 95% of the ingredients have to be organic, okay? If it says made with organic, that means only 70% of the ingredients are organic. If you want the FDA seal, the USDA seal, you have to have 95% organic. And here's the other key. Why do you need organic? Organic is believed to reduce the pesticide residue. So really organic is not that it's healthier, it's less likely to be contaminated with residue from pesticides. It's about farming. People who farm organically don't use synthetic pesticides, so it's not on the food. If you're going to go organic, and I don't eat a lot of organic, but I do eat some, if you're eating the skin.
Well, why don't you eat a lot?
Well, because you only need it for things that you're eating the skin of. Berries, tomatoes, fruits, things that the pesticide residue may be on there. Bananas, grapefruits, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Right? Okay, there you go.
Saving us some money.
There you go, save some money.
That's true. All right, so let's talk about sugar now. There's zero sugar or no sugar added.
Yes.
I would think no sugar added would be the better thing to look for, because there are natural sugars.
In the no sugar added?
Right?
Right. Okay, great. You're very good.
Okay.
You did your homework. Okay, listen. Zero sugar means 0.5 grams of sugar per serving. However, it can have a lot of artificial sweeteners.
Right.
And you've heard those names, xylitol, erythritol. All these things are what are called sugar alcohols. Now, no sugar added does this, but no sugar says, hey, listen, fruits have sugar in them.
Yeah.
So it's natural. So think about sparkling water. Sparkling flavored water that has artificial sweeteners, nah. But sparkling water with fruit juices, yes. And remember, these artificial sweeteners can jump your sugars up by 1,000 times.
Oh, wow. That's a lot.
Okay, this next one's a talker. So we have low carb, keto, paleo. All of these are supposed to be, I don't know, somewhat healthy.
They're supposed to be healthy. They're supposed to increase your protein. What do you think?
Does the FDA strictly? I don't know if the FDA really. I don't know.
FDA has no definition of these things.
So they,
manufacturers can put whatever they want on there, but here's the key.
Okay.
A lot of these, for example, keto and paleo, here's the idea. Cheap industrial oils, sometimes they can spike your blood sugars, more than half of your daily limit of sodium. And here's the last thing. Remember this, that if you're going to eat these things, always look for the sugar content and the sodium content.
So this doesn't mean healthier?
Not at all.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, Doc, real quick, if something says gluten-free, has that been vetted by the government?
If it has the seal. There's a gluten-free seal that has to be approved by the USDA, then you know it. People can write anything they want on the label. If it doesn't have, it is wild. It's a wild, wild west.
Yeah.
If it doesn't have the seal, then you're in trouble.
Thank you. We've learned a lot.
Yeah, good stuff.
Thank you.
By the way, for a list of ultra-processed foods to avoid, you can go to our website, today.com/food.
That was good.